Mic checker, chicka. It's not son, baby. Yeah, a one time, baby. What for your mind, baby? Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah, what? And this is another episode, so of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, not son, baby. Here we go. You know, that's a famous quote. And that famous quote says, birds of a feather flock together. And for the most part, I agree. Because when you walk lock and step with somebody, that means you have something in common. There's something that makes you bond with that person. You know, you don't have to think alike. You don't have to have the same opinion on everything. But you share the same core values, beliefs, principles with that person who you call a friend or even an associate. There's a common denominator that brings you together. Otherwise, you would not be friends. Otherwise, you wouldn't walk with that person. You would not walk in agreement with that person if you didn't have anything in common. And that's why your friends could kill you. Your friends could literally kill you, not directly, but indirectly, based on their actions or what they said. Because you're the reflection of the company you keep. And that's why it's important to vet your circle. Because you don't know who have your best interests at heart. You feel me? You don't know if this person is conniving. You don't know if this person has ulterior motives. You don't know if this person sees you as a meal ticket, just a mere opportunity. They see you as an opportunity. They don't give a fuck about the friendship. They just see what they can get out of the situation. And that's why you have to vet your friends. Everybody should not have the privilege to walk with you. And yes, I say privilege. It should be a privilege for people to speak to you. You know, I'm not saying that on some arrogant or conceited shit. I'm not saying that you should treat everybody like a piece of shit. What I'm saying is that when somebody, your friend, you're going to give them the clothes off your back. And you take friendship seriously. Friendship to you or a friend is a verb. It's not a noun. Yes, in English terms, it's a fucking noun, but friendship, just like love, is a verb. It's action. Everybody want to be the friend, but they don't want to be the friend. They don't want to be the friend. They want a friend, but they don't want to be the friend. Meaning that you have to do what friends do. You feel me? And I say all that to say, you know, your friends could bring you down along with their bullshit. Like, I've seen instances where, you know, people got killed based on the actions of their friends. Like, your friend must have had some serious beefs with another crew, with another clique. And because that crew couldn't get at your friend, they got at you. You understand me? Or I've seen instances where the crew killed the friend who had nothing to do with the situation, but because his homie had an issue with the ops, with that crew, with the opposition, the ops, OPPS, which is short for opposition, they touched the friend. Because if they couldn't get one friend, they're gonna get the other friend. You know, they're at odds until they're even. You feel me? And that's why I have a rule. I have a rule that, you know, you should always be friends with somebody who has something to lose, or hang out with people who have something to lose. Because people with something to lose, they're not going to invite bullshit, nonsense, and negative energy into their circle. They have a lot to lose. They don't want the drama. They don't want the constant conflict. They just want peace. They just want prosperity. They just want success. But when you're hanging around with low-hanging fruit, people who have nothing to lose, they don't give a fuck about you, let alone themselves. So that's why you have to figure out if these people are literally good for your health. Because like I said before, people could bring you down into their bullshit. They could drag you down. They like, the opposition could be your homie. Your opposition could be your friend. Your enemy could be your friend due to jealousy and hate. Because they see you striving and they see you thriving, and they feel like that you leaving them behind. So they resort to the crab in a bucket mentality. They want to bring you down to their level when they see you striving to get to the upper echelon of life. Instead of congratulating you, they're harboring jealousy and envy. They can't see the forest for the trees. You know, they can't see the forest from the trees. They want to bring you down. Because if they can't get it, then what makes you so special? What makes you so special that you're succeeding in life and they're not? But they so simple-minded that they can't understand that you could become a helpmate and assist them with whatever they want to do in life. But pride and ego is a bitch. To the point where even when you help somebody in need, they telling themselves, oh, you think you better than me. Because you're assisting them as a friend. They're offended by that. Because they figure, well, I didn't have to help you, so why you had to help me? So it's like a contradiction of fuckery that's going on that you have to separate yourself. Everybody's not going to grow at the same rate. Everybody could start with an A plus, with 100%. When school starts, everybody has 100%. But everybody's not going to keep that 100%. Shit, everybody's not going to keep a 90. Shit, everybody's not going to keep an 80. You may have people who flunk. Because people are more adept at learning, analyzing, observing. People are more adept at life than others. People could deal with life better than others. But because pride and ego eats people alive, they feel like they don't want any help. They would rather take what's yours instead of building their own. They want to take what you built instead of building their own because it's difficult to build their own. So they want to take what's yours. You feel me? And you gotta nip that shit in the bud. Listen, as soon as I see jealousy and envy in the ranks, I'm cutting them the fuck off. Because you only as strong as your weakest link. If I see one shade of jealousy, whether it's a backhanded compliment or a joke, I'm cutting you the fuck off. I have no time for that. Congratulate me like how I will congratulate you when you're successful. Because as a friend, I should be inspired and motivated by your success instead of throwing salt and trying to fuck your shit up. Because my pride and ego is telling me that you surpass me, when that's not the case. Your success is my success. But once again, a lot of people are blinded by pride and ego and jealousy and hate that they don't see it. Their demons are speaking for them. You understand me? And it's crazy. It's like you have to watch who you have in your circle. Because a lot of people, if you have people who will sink the ship if they can't become the captain. If they can't become the captain, they want to Titanic the situation. They want everything to fall. So if they can't become the captain of the ship, they want to sink it. They have this mentality where they tell themselves, if I can't get it, then you can't. And that's how your friends could kill you. They could kill you directly and they could kill you indirectly. You know? Like you could admire somebody. On the flip side of that, let's say you admire your successful friend. You could admire your friend, but don't get it to the point of hero worship. And that's why I tell my listeners, whether you're casual or diehard, don't put me on a pedestal above you. I'm human. I'm a fuck up. And I'm going to correct the mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I may say something that you may not like. But don't get it to the point where you agree with 99% of the shit that I say. And then you want to hate me because of that 1%. One day, I'm the realest dude you ever heard. And then the next, oh, not son, ain't shit. So, which one is it? First, I'm that dude. Now I'm not shit. First, I'm the hero. And now I'm a villain just because you heard something that you disagree with. And that's hero worship. So that's the flip side of being an enemy towards a friend. It's hero worship. Because when you worship somebody, You could easily hate that. You could easily hate that person because you're so emotionally driven into the situation. If that person doesn't live up to the standard or the image that you have in your head, you're going to hate that person. That admiration turns into you copying what that person is doing. Then the copycat shit turns into you wanting to be that person. You want to be that person. You admire that person at first. You want to copy the person second. And then third, you want to be the person. To the point where you want to kill the person because you feel like that person who you want to become is in your way. So ladies and gentlemen, it's like everybody's in your circle is not meant to be there at the end. It's like a play. It's like a stage play or a movie. All the actors and characters at the beginning may not make it towards the end. And that's the same thing what I say about life. Life is a theater. Life is a show. Life is a play. Everybody in a play is not going to make it. Sometimes you got to kill off the characters. Not literally, figuratively. Sometimes you got to kill off the characters in your life so you can make it towards the end. Because you don't want your life to become a Greek tragedy or a Shakespearean story. Because you don't know who has your best interests at heart. You don't know the difference between your friends and your enemies. Because they both share the same characteristics. And I'm not saying that you should be paranoid. What I'm saying is that vet your friends and get with people who have something to lose. They have nothing to gain from your downfall because they want to see you win. They're your biggest cheerleaders. And just because you grew up with somebody, that doesn't mean you're going to stay friends with that person forever. You know, everybody got a season, baby. And everybody's not meant to be in your play. Everybody's not meant to be in your life story. They may be in a chapter or two or even half the book, but they're not going to make it at the end. You know, some people got to exit stage left in your life. You understand me? And that's what friendship is about. Friendship is about wanting to see each other succeed, being happy for each other's endeavors. You understand me? Motivating each other, inspiring somebody, not being jealous or envious of the person when you think that they pass you up because you don't know the bullshit that they had to endure to get to the place where they're at. You don't know what they had to go through. So it's like you're jealous and envious of a perception. You don't know the hard work that it took for them to reach where they want to go in life. But you see the trinkets, you see the end result, and you're jealous of the end result. And instead of getting on your grind and hustling to get to the same place as your friend, you would rather hate. Because you have these demons. And you haven't found your gifts. And you haven't found your talents. And that's what a hater is. A hater is an unfulfilled person. So they would rather hate on somebody else. But back to what I was saying, you know, it's like your friends could kill you. That's why it's important to vet your friends. Because everybody's not my fucking bro. Everybody, you know, is not my fam. Everybody I meet, it's like dudes want to call me bro. Bro this, bro that. It's like, dude, you're not my fucking bro. Because your bro would backstab you. Cain and Abel style. Like for me to consider you a friend, we got to go through some real shit. I don't say the F word lightly. We got to go through some shit to where I can say, yo, you my bro for real. You understand me? Or you're my sis for real. Because when everybody's on top, when everybody's flying high, it's easy to be friends when everything's going good. When everybody's popping champagne, everybody's getting lit, everybody's turned up, everybody's having a jolly good time. It's easy to celebrate. It's easy to be friends when everything is going good, but it's hard to tell who's your friend when you're going through adversity. That's when you know who your real friends are, when you're going through some shit. And they're there to assist you the best way they can. Not in a condescending way, and not because they feel like they're better than you. It's because they're playing the part of a friend. They're being the friend. They want to be the friend. It's an action word. You feel me? So, ladies and gentlemen, there's no need to be paranoid, but vet the people who you allow in your circle. You could be cordial with somebody. You could be cool with somebody. But make sure that, the people who you're associating with are good people. They're solid. Make sure they're solid. That's why I don't take pictures. I don't take pictures of random motherfuckers. Because if they commit a crime, I don't want to be debriefed. I don't want the fucking alphabet boys debriefing me, asking me questions. So, I see you taking pictures with this person. So, how long you been doing them? Nah, I don't need that. I don't need. Anyway, y'all get the fucking point. This has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Nasan, baby. Check out my website at www.nasanblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com, and check out my ebook, Fuck. Yes, you heard right, Fuck. F-U-C-K. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, peace.